This week's video breakdown will be a little bit more enjoyable to watch because we get to focus on some of the great things we accomplished. Our game against Minnesota River featured a lot of great work, and we're going to focus on the PSBs, so pressure, support, and balance. We'll talk a little bit about angling and body contact. We'll focus on a few key moments of the game, which really swung the momentum in our favor. And then we'll end by breaking down each of the goals, both the goals we scored and the goals we gave up, and show exactly how those goals came to be. So let's get started by dialing in to the PSBs. All right, here we have a first in a series of video clips that are going to highlight and focus on great instances where we pressured either a loose puck or an opponent with a puck. So we're going to watch this video through, and then I'll really quickly point out exactly what we see in the video. All right, swinging it back. This play has two great instances of pressure being applied by Toby on the far side, and then later in the shift by Ethan on the near side. And also to point out from our last video where we talked about momentum, we have just scored a goal to make the game 2-0. This is the next shift, and we keep our foot on the gas and apply pressure throughout this shift. And it's a really great instance of staying mentally and physically ready while the puck's on the ice. So Brady's going to get this puck deep to the far corner. Toby's going to angle the defender to the far side and hit that puck back. Ethan makes a great angle here. He's going to cut this player off, and watch how Ethan takes away their space, body to hands, pivots his body into theirs, takes the puck away. That's a great turnover. Look at that. Stick lift. Now look at that body positioning. That Minnesota River player cannot get to the puck anymore because Ethan successfully angled, used his body position, initiated body contact, not a body check, and we get the puck. Fantastic example of body contact, angling, and ultimately pressuring that puck. This is a really quick clip regarding pressure. So like I said, quick, but a good example of two players applying pressure to an opponent with the puck. We're going to focus on Kyler to start. Play changes end. Okay, Kyler's on the far side. He realized that's his side of the ice, and he's got to get there. Carter, being the center, is kind of free to roam a bit, and he also hustles, and he gets there to support. So watch Kyler hustle over, take away the lane that this player has up the ice, and it's ultimately going to result in a turnover where number 48 panics with the puck and fires it to the center of the ice. Good hustle, no coasting, took those 2 extra strides, maybe a couple extra needed there, but if we rewind it just a touch, we do start coasting a little early, both of us, but ideally, or ultimately, we do end up in the correct spot. This pass is not available. His other 3 supporters are on the other side of the ice, and the only thing he can do is clear the zone. Pressure applied, nowhere to go, and now we're in control of the play. So great instance of applying pressure in a one-on-one situation. Third quick clip. Let's take a watch. Bringing it back to the beginning. This is another great example from Kyler of applying pressure with strides, and it ultimately results in a takeaway for us. Face-off is lost. Keller, we talk about this in practice. This is a personal pet peeve of mine, though. Let's not bang our stick to call for the puck. Let's use our voice. Let's call for it. Everybody else on the ice has a stick and can bang it so that your teammate doesn't know if it's you or an opponent calling for it. Use your words. Brady has the puck. He's going to move it towards the net. Look at Kyler go. He skates right to that puck. Number 48 again. It's the same 2 players as last clip. And watching Kyler here. Stride, stride, stride. If we take those 2 extra strides like Coach Ryan wanted us to, okay, we're going to be on that puck before his head is even up. Okay, and so we do start coasting, but By the time he looks up, Kyler, you're right on top of him. He's got nowhere to go, and you're actually going to get the puck and get a takeaway here. So that's what we're looking for. Go towards the puck. Don't give them time to pick their head up, realize where they can go. Okay, if we apply pressure, it initiates that kind of panic mechanism from the other team, and they don't know what to do with it. And that swings the momentum in our favor. All right, the last of our quick clips regarding pressure that we'll look at of things we did well. Like I said, quick. And what we did here, we did it well. We're going to be focusing on Carter. Carter's right here in the middle, orange blade on a stick. And just watch what Carter does after the initial shot. Jack comes in, takes a great shot. Carter stride on that puck before Minnesota River's player even has a chance to really feel it. So watch that Minnesota River here player the second he gets the puck. Head down. Wait, I don't have it anymore because Winona applied so much hard pressure to that puck, chasing the rebound, that we established possession immediately after we lost possession. So let's watch that one again one more time in full speed and watch how Carter hustles to that puck, takes it away from Minnesota River, and reestablishes the zone pressure for us. Great hustle, way to take those extra strides. Okay, last of the pressure clips. This was an example of pressure in a situation where we don't apply the best pressure. We coast. We do a lot of watching. What's nice about this clip is for all the instances where we're not applying pressure, it does end with us recognizing, hey, let's go to the puck. And the second we make that recognition, we have immediate turnover and a great scoring chance. So it's one of those kind of aha moments where it's like, oh yeah, we're not watching or we're not playing, we're just watching. Let's do something. And then we realize, oh wait, we're really talented when we're able to actually apply pressure. So we're going to watch it. It's kind of a longer clip. It's about 40 seconds, I believe. You'll hear Coach Ryan giving some coaching as well from the stands. So he's pretty point on with his comment. You'll know when you hear it. So we'll watch it and then we'll break it down step by step. All right, so a lot going on there. You all probably heard Coach Ryan, so you know what we're going to talk about. Play is going to start with Keller at the point. We can even start discussing here, not related to pressure, but Keller, I want you to watch what happens from the second you get the puck until the puck's released. Head down. Okay, by the time you had released that shot, you had never looked at the net or your pressure, and you fired it about 4 feet wide. Okay, pick that head up, give it a look. If the shot's not there or there's a better option to dump it low, that's always a possibility. From this point, the puck's going to go behind the net. We have our center out high, so Caitlin in this instance is going to be our F1, our primary forechecker. So we need direct pressure applied and the appropriate angle applied to generate either a turnover or some sort of force on the puck. Okay, we coast from the top of the circles down to the bottom of the circle and just kind of apply light pressure. We're basically going to get a break. Minnesota River is going to dump the puck up to Brady at the point, and we're going to have the situation repeat itself in the other corner. That goes actually to Carter. Carter dumps it in. So from this point on, the puck is now in the opposite corner that it was just there. Karina, this is your side of the ice. You are now F1, so you're going to be the primary forechecker. Carter, you'll be the secondary forechecker, and Caitlin, you should move towards the middle to be the helper, the hoverer. but we start coasting. Carter, you're the center. You should be helping secondarily, getting your body in the lane.
2 strides!
Coach Ryan reminds us 2 strides for that pressure. And Caitlin applies pressure, realizes we have the puck, backs off. Puck gets dumped back in. Here's another instance where Caitlin, you're probably forecheck 1, Karina forecheck 2. Center is changing, so Riley's going to come off and be F3. No pressure. We're watching again. So at this moment, we've got to get a body on the puck. Okay, and I believe that's exactly what Caitlin does. Takes a stride, gets a good stick out, puck to the net. Riley's all alone. Karina with a great net front presence. Okay, she's going to tripod where she gets her legs wide, stick on the ice, and people are going to try to move her, and they just don't. Good rebound, good shot. Karina's battling in front, holding position. Okay, so it did turn around. The second that Caitlin is able to apply pressure here, we generate an immediate turnover and then an immediate scoring chance. Okay, so we spent about 15 seconds watching, and the second we get involved in the play, look at that. Turnover, scoring chance, almost a goal. Great shot. So we got lucky. We were watching and not necessarily playing as hard as we can. Minnesota River wasn't able to capitalize on that, and we actually woke up and generated a scoring chance on our own. So 100% mental as well as 100% physical. So good job turning it around on that shift. Transitioning now to the support aspect of PSB. All right, rewinding it and breaking it down. This one, we're primarily focused on the net front here and looking at how the D and center, I'm not sure where Riley is, but Riley's involved in the play. I think Riley's up here. They support each other and actually maintain a good amount of balance as well. Play ends up behind the net. This is Brady's side of the ice. Okay, so Brady is going to chase and chase and apply pressure to the player behind the net. Keller is going to support by staying in the front and making sure that his assignment is locked up. And ultimately what's going to happen is Riley is going to be able to support Brady down low and provide numerical advantage and be able to obtain the puck from behind the net. So Brady down low, applying pressure. Keller supporting in the middle by locking his man up. And ultimately Riley's going to end up down supporting Brady as well. Loose puck, Riley gets down there. Keller stays in front and locks. Riley now with the puck as the center. He's going to swing it wide, and our D are going to support by being back into the middle. Okay, Keller has his man. Brady back where he should be. This puck is going to get contested, and that's an instance where Brady is able to vacate and essentially be his support to get that loose puck. Brady sees there's a trouble. He'll swing over. Doesn't need the help. Gets up to Braxton. Okay, Keller stays in front. Okay, knowing his assignment. So really not a huge significant moment of the game, but the D were doing a great job supporting each other, and Riley was able to support the D to get the numerical advantage both behind the net and in the corner. All right, just a little 3-second clip, I believe, of support. This one, we're primarily looking at how Riley and Jack have a creative use of space and are able to support each other by finding the open ice to generate a scoring chance. Like I said, maybe not quite 3 seconds, but Jack is going to bring the play into the zone, moving it to Riley, who was his primary support here. Jack is going to continue to support Riley by both staying in position at the top of the blue line and getting to the open space. On the far side, I believe Easton's going to be coming off the ice, and he's going to provide support on the back door of the net. Riley with the puck, feels the pressure. Just before this moment, he looked over his shoulder and saw where his support was. In this instance, Jack is his primary support. So Riley's options at this moment are utilize Jack, try to use his speed to get low, or maybe fire the puck down low to the far corner and see if Easton can win that race. But instead he hits the brakes. Looks like he's going to use Jack. Makes a good pass. Jack has all this open ice. His support is here. He's got support tied up here. This is an instance where Jack, you make the right read. You've got a little bit more room to go in and shoot. You've looked where your support is. Okay, Easton is on the far side of the circle, probably not in as good a scoring chance area as you are. Okay, you've made all the right decisions here. You got to hit the net. Okay, so good job supporting each other line mates. Defense, good job being available as a support. I cut it off here, but Jack also does a great job of hustling back to his spot on the far blue line. This is the last of our support clips, and this one actually kind of gets ahead of itself because there's good angling, good body contact, and then comes the good support. Nice. You heard Coach Ryan even say it. Nice, nice. Our focus here is going to be Easton and Julie. Play is going to rim around the boards. Easton is going to have great pressure and angling. He's going to angle that winger all the way to the boards where there's nowhere else for him to go. Once that play has been essentially nullified and pinned against the boards, Julie, who's the F2 in that situation, is right there to help pick that puck up and be an excellent support. I've cut the clip off, but I'm fairly certain this results in a goal. Easton, stride, maybe a little faster, but we got the angle. Julie gets in there, swoops in low. That's exactly what we talk about. It looked like it was pulled right out of a practice. Great angling, great swooping in for the support, okay, and just great all-around awareness by everybody on the ice there. Now, I'm only going to call out one balance clip in the PSB section, and that's going to be a really simple clip that your first glance, you might not even see how the balance comes into play, but I'll describe it afterwards.
Good night, Julie!
So Coach Ryan was on his game in the bleachers. You could hear him call it out there. The play is primarily going to focus on Jack and Julie. When I click play, Jack is going to get the puck, and he's going to push up. When he pushes up, Julie is aware that Jack is moving forward, and there is now a hole left on our point, and Julie is going to balance that hole by dropping back. She's a center, but she's essentially covering for the defender who's pushed forward. Okay, this is very common practice in the game of hockey, and it's great recognition by Julie, our center. Jack gets the puck, makes a great move, continues in. Julie sees that, fills his gap.
Good night, Julie!
And watch this seamless interchange here. Jack comes back, Julie sees he's coming back, and they switch. If you were to watch an NHL game, that happens maybe 4 or 5 times every shift. Okay, it's a very positionless level of hockey where players are continually slotting in and out. And it's really encouraging to see you guys starting to figure that out, that if one person leaves a spot, we can slot right in behind them and fill that hole. So that's great recognition. Julie, I don't know if I call it out later in this video, but you did this probably 3 or 4 times, and I think it was with Jack every single time. So great recognition, great balance on the play. These are 3 relatively quick clips that are just calling out some good instances of angling and initiating body contact. And again, we're not looking at body checking, body contact, which is where we put our body in the place near theirs, occupy the same space, and ultimately remove the player from the puck, utilizing our body as a tool. First clip, we're going to watch Riley take away the space here. That's a great instance of angling and body contact. Just takes away the space, doesn't need a shoulder, just takes that puck away. Riley again. Okay, Riley's trailing number 59 here. He's going to get in front, take away the hands, and ultimately follow this play all the way down to the play. He establishes body pressure, angles into the boards. 59 has nowhere to go because Riley has taken the hands away. He's going to occupy the space in front of him. A tremendous example of angling. This is a great example from Ethan. Ethan's going to establish his body in front of another player's hands and actually utilize a great pivot, showing good body control. So Jack with a great move there. And we're going to watch Ethan right here, 27 in front. Loose puck. It's going to be a 50-50 puck with this player here and Ethan. Minnesota River gets it, and watch how Ethan is able to take away the space in front, get his body in front of Minnesota River's. He's going to pivot and move that puck back to the middle. Look at that. Look at that. Hustle, body now in front, body on hands, just like we talk about in practice. That stick can't get to the puck because Ethan is occupying that space. Maybe could do better with the puck, but that's such a great example of body contact, angling, and generating a turnover. So great job on those clips. There were several more in the game, but I'm already running a little bit long in this video. In a game that we win 7-2, this clip right here, in my eyes, is a completely game-changing play that Cam makes for us in the second period. It's 3-1. It's about exactly halfway through the game. Okay, it's a close game. We're controlling play, but Minnesota River is by no means out of it. Okay, and Cam makes a save on this play that is the definition of a momentum-changing play. So let's watch just the great effort that Cam has here. And we really rally behind this save and are able to swing the momentum completely in our favor in the minutes following. So if we rewind that, that save's worth another watch. It's essentially a 2-on-1 with number 22 being uncontested. Gage applies great pressure here and forces a shot from way out, which Cam is going to stop all the time. Now, the initial shot, Cam, this is probably a rebound that you'd like to control a little better and get to the corner. But that being said, can't change what happened in the past. You see that this guy's all in. Great butterfly slide to get into the middle. Okay, you keep your chest up. You're leading with your stick the correct way. You didn't flail it out like we've been working on Sundays. And it doesn't look like it maybe to the untrained eye, but you absolutely get a piece of this with your glove and deflect it. So that is a fantastic save. Another example I wanted to call up for Cameron for everybody to see is, this is, my little cursor's preventing us from seeing it, but there's 3 minutes left in the game. It's 7-1. The game's well in hand. And Cam makes a series of saves here that really show that he kept his head in the game, in a game that he really wasn't challenged that frequently, and does a great job kind of maintaining the momentum that we've established. So he makes it look nonchalant. Okay, but the more impressive part for me is, very good. He does a good job sealing here in the reverse VH. Could maybe smother that rebound again. We're not going to worry about what happened in the past, but he does a good job of getting his left foot over to seal the post on a tough stretch play, and then maintains his composure, keeps his chest and hands up, and makes the glove save. Good strong push, leg out, routine. Well, it's not really routine, but that's a great glove save by staying alert and bailing out your team, okay, to keep the score 7-1. So good job, Cam. Way to be ready. Okay, so I had intended on breaking down each of the goal clips from our game, but we're already well past the length I intended to create. So instead, I compiled all of the goals, all 9 goals, and I'll leave them here in order for you to watch and you to break down. How did these goals happen? What were the good things that happened when we scored? How did those come to be? The goals we gave up, what could we have done differently? Were we in the right position? Were we balanced? Were we applying pressure? Were we supporting? Okay, those are all things to think about as we watch these clips.